Good afternoon. Welcome to the March 25th Grapevine Rotary Club meeting. Christian and I are here with you. This is a little bit different for us, but I will tell you that, Grapevine Rotary's theme is Rotary Connects the World, and it's super important for us to stay connected. And as we're talking about ways to foresee a future to stay connected, this is one way that we think we can. And Christian and I are not even in the same room. We're not even in the same building. I'm in one place and he's at another, and that's the beautiful thing about technology. But I'm going to start us off today with an invocation. Christian is going to do the pledge and the four-way test. So bow your heads with me. Lord God, we come to you today and we praise you. We praise you and we thank you for Grapevine Rotary. Lord, we thank you for our first responders. We thank you for those in the hospital and the nurses and staff that are on the front lines, just keeping us safe. And Lord, we just pray for each Rotarian that they feel loved and that they know that we care tremendously about them. And God, we just pray that you will continually give us wisdom, give our leaders wisdom as we fight through this together. And God, we love you. Amen. So Mr. Christian Ross will lead us in the pledge and the four-way test.
If you can, please join me as we stand and we salute our nation's flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And Kevin has our flag for our Rotary. Please join me as the four-way test. Of the things we think, say, and do, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Or will it be beneficial to all concerned?
And will it be fun?
Will it be fun?
Will it be fun? Awesome, Christian. Thank you so much for helping me out with that. And we wanted to take a few more minutes to give you a couple of announcements and just share with you kind of where we are. Pretty exciting. I don't know if you saw, but Melbourne is at home. So reach out to him and as he is recovering at home. So that is great news. Our board met on a conference call yesterday, and most of us were there, which is pretty exciting. I can't tell you how great it was just to hear everybody's voice. We miss so many of you guys, and we miss physically meeting. But a couple of things that we can do as a club, just to give you guys some ideas, is as Rotary Connects the World, it's so important that we stay connected. So important that you reach out to your fellow Rotarians, whether that's a phone call, whether that's a card. Whether that's if they need some supplies, dropping it on their front porch, keeping your social distance, of course. But there's a lot of ways that we can stay connected. Your board is going to be actively pursuing that and figuring out how we are staying connected as Rotarians. So you as well can reach out to your fellow Rotarians and check on them. That's one thing that you can do. Another thing that you can do, I don't know if you've seen online, but Grace has a couple of drop-offs. If you're out and you need to go to the grocery store and you need to get some supplies for yourself, they have two drop-off spots, one off Walnut and one off Scribner. Please continue to give, and canned goods and items. From what I hear, the canned goods are going out just as fast as they're being loaded up, and that is an absolute need for right now. As well, your board met yesterday via conference call, and we are exploring options to help our first responders and help those in the hospitals to have the masks that they might need to keep themselves protected. So just a couple of things that we are working on. One thing that was brought up that is truly neat that the city is working on and is a tool for all of us is a phone number that's called it's called Grapevine Cares, and it's 817-410-4455. Let me go ahead and share that again, just in case you don't have a pen or anything ready. But that's 817-410-4455. I'm going to put this together in the email with you too. But if you have any questions about the virus, if you have any needs or concerns, that phone number is there for you as a tool to help you, to give you information and keep you up to date if you have any questions about it or if you have needs. So keep that in mind. Our speaker today was going to speak about the 2020 census. Our speaker was so kind to give us some information about that. Be looking for that in an email that I attach out with this video as well. So you'll have some information about the speaker. I'm going to pass it back over to Christian, and Christian's going to share with you a little bit more about how these meetings can look and will look in the future, and how you guys can be engaged, because it's so important that we engage our club and we keep everybody active together. So Christian, the floor is yours.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Hey everybody, Darlene here. Kevin and I are in separate locations today, but we wanted to reach out to you and to remind you of your Rotary family on this Wednesday, our usual day of Rotary. We're really grateful that we all are taking care of ourselves and each other. Kevin's going to share, if he hasn't already, some things with you about the club and the things that we're doing during this time of trying to come back together in meetings, probably over the internet. But anyway, I just want to let you know that the leadership of the city and the team that works at the city are all coming together to do what we need to do to keep you safe. There's a phone number you can call called Grapevine Cares. Kevin's going to give you that phone number. Feel free to reach out. Also, it's really important that you know you can reach out to us Rotarians, that we're all here to help each other, to make sure you have the needs that you and the food and things that you require. We're here to help you. So please don't hesitate to reach out to us, and we hope to all be getting together soon. Take care of yourselves, and hopefully we'll all see each other online next week. Take care.
So Christian, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. President. So what you're currently watching right now is a recorded video with a platform called Zoom. And you've probably heard about Zoom quite a bit, whether through the news or through your family. You may be doing conference calls with your family, or engaging, having dinners or that kind of stuff from a distance. Kevin and I are actually on a Zoom call right now, and we're recording it. And then we're going to take that video and we're going to put it out on our Facebook. We're going to put it on YouTube, and then we're going to email you the link so that you have it. Going forward, what we'd love to do is be able to have a little more engaging platform to where we could invite all of our members of the Rotary Club in to be a part of these Zoom calls. That does take some logistical help, nightmares sometimes, if you will. You can participate in a Zoom call for free, and it doesn't cost you anything. The club itself can pay for the software. You can use it for free to interact and be a part of it. You can be on video just like this. Now, we're going to have a moderator when we do these each week. We're going to have a moderator, and they're going to control the audio, so we're not all talking over each other. But we are going to continue to try and record these meetings to be able to come to you every Wednesday, to be able, just like we normally meet and engage each other, to engage each other in this new platform, in this new society that we find ourselves for this interim period of time. You can use a computer, and it doesn't matter if it's a Windows machine or a Mac. You could use an iPad or another kind of tablet. I know that a lot of the Kindles can do these kinds of things. You can use your smartphone. If you have a Samsung, if you have an Android, if you have an iPhone, all of them have apps in their app stores that you go download. We will send you the link each week, and you can turn it on and you can join this conversation with us. And so going forward, at least for the foreseeable future, the next few weeks possibly, we're going to try and conduct regular meetings, regular Grapevine Rotary Club Wednesday meetings together. It may not be right at noon, but it probably will be on Wednesdays as we do this. And Kevin and I will try and set aside time. We'll be a part of it. We know that our president-elect, Arlene, wants to be a part of this when she can. And so we want to open these up. We know that the board, we talked about it with them, and we even know Rotary International is encouraging this. And so we're trying to stay connected and engaged. We do have a couple of folks that have volunteered and will help answer questions if there are support needs. We do ask that you do that after the meeting and not during the meeting. If you try and get on next week, we've sent you the link and you're struggling and you just couldn't get it to work, or your video didn't work, or you couldn't hear audio or things like that, we ask that you reach out to them, and we will send you their contact information and the people who are in charge of that. But please don't do it during the meeting. Please don't call them while they're in the middle of this, trying to help us moderate and do these kinds of things. But they will be able to call you or to email you or to give you instruction, hopefully, and try and solve the technical issues that you might have. Like I said, we are recording this, and you're not watching this live. We are putting this out there, and every week we'll do the same. So if you do not want to participate in the Zoom call itself, this interaction between Kevin and I and between our board and other members, that kind of stuff, you do not have to. We will put it on YouTube, and we will put it on Facebook, and we will email those out. It'll be 2 or 3 hours after the Zoom call closes. We'll save it. We'll put the files out there. You'll be able to watch it, enjoy the entire meeting just like this, like you are now. And you will not even have to have a YouTube account. It will be open. You'll be able to click on it and watch the entire thing and be engaged. Speaking of engagement, that's a big focus for Rotary International this year, engagement. And our secretary, Morgan, she tracks engagement on all of us, how much we can be involved, how many meetings we're at, and those types of things. And we want to find a way to engage you even through this kind of medium. And so every week we're going to give you something, some nugget, some tidbit in here that we're going to ask you to respond about. It could be in the Facebook comments. It could be in YouTube comments if you want to do it there. You can respond to the email, and that would be your engagement. And this week, Kevin just told you what our speaker was going to be about, which is about the census. And she was going to come in and give us instruction and why it's important and those types of things. And so this week, when Kevin sends out that information that she provided for us to share to you, your engagement is you receive that. We need you to respond back via email and just say, hey, I got this. I've read it. Thank you. Here's my engagement. That to us tells us that you just attended the meeting, that you paid attention, that you know what's going on, and that you are engaged. And we can send that to Morgan and say, you know, there we go. We say, Alex Beloff has attended the meeting. He read our instruction. He followed up with the engagement piece of it. And so we hope that you will take that to heart, require participation. If you can't email, a phone call would work. We hopefully will have people checking in on you from time to time. Just let them know, hey, I watched the meeting. It was good. Talked about the census a little bit. We talked about the Zoom call, and that's great. That'll work. Depending on how these first couple go, this one and next week, maybe the week after, we might get into things like a good news dollar where you could raise your hand and the moderator would give you the microphone in a minute. You could give a good news dollar or maybe a question and answer at the end. Even possibly spoke on the board meeting yesterday with Elaine Free, our programs director, and she mentioned that she thinks some of the speakers might even be willing and excited about participating in a call like this in this format, to where they could actually present their topics from their location, their house, their office, or whatever, and we could still have that piece of our meeting. And so that's something we're going to work on. It depends on how well we behave. If we can all get along and we don't step on each other talking, and this goes well, and there's not a lot of technical problems, we'd love to be able to invite that in and allow you to still get that content and even potentially be able to ask questions and provide feedback to those speakers. And so we hope you can do that. So everything I just talked about, the Zoom call, the information on that, the YouTube videos, the Facebook videos, the engagement piece, this is all coming out in an email to you today. And every week it's going to come out in an email. When we do the Zoom call, you're going to get an email ahead of time saying it's going to be at this time. Here's the link to join. We hope that you'll participate. And if you don't, that's okay. We will send it to you after it's over. You will have it. You won't miss anything. So I thank you. I hope that this works for you for the interim time, that you can participate in these meetings and you can still be engaged. I hope that you take Kevin's message to heart, that the city's message to heart, that the Grapevine Rotary Club truly is here to help. Those of us who can get out, want to help, please don't feel like it's hard to or concerning to others that you need extra help, you need a grocery store run, anything like that. We want to be able to serve in any way we can. And as we are built as a foundation of service, we want to be able to serve you or those in your community that surround you that need help. So Kevin, I'm going to toss it back to you and I'll let you wrap this up.
Christian, thank you so much. I'm so excited that we're going to be able to stay connected as Grapevine Rotary connects the world. I mean, it is so important that we stay connected. And Christian talked about a lot of things, but I want to give you a couple of names of people that are pretty well versed with the Zoom that can help you out after the calls. You know, like Christian said, you know, when this is happening, when the Zoom call is happening, when this presentation is happening, is not the time to reach out to them directly. But Elaine is one that can help you out. Deb Hinton is one that can help you out. You know, Christian is going to be the one uploading the videos, so refrain from calling him. Sean can help you out. Those three people definitely have had experience with Zoom and can help you as far as that is concerned. So we are so thankful for Grapevine Rotary. We're so thankful for our leaders in the city and in our first responders. And at this point in time, you know, we're going to adjourn the meeting. But again, pay attention to the census information. You know, try to reply so we can have that engagement. And if you guys need anything whatsoever, we're here for you. I'm here for you. Your board is super active and here for you. And we stand together throughout this as one. So thank you so much for watching, for paying attention. This meeting is adjourned. I think that would be funny.
Yeah, just a minute. How you forget the pledge? All right.
Hey, I had fears about that this morning because when everybody goes through it, like, it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't,
No,
it doesn't,
no big deal. The pledge to the flag, United States of America.
So I'm just gonna, put my hand on my chest, because I felt like I messed you up as I was saying it. Like, you were like, I can't hear myself, or I don't know.
No, it was just, I just drew a blank, man. So I was like, man, I don't know where we're going with this. I was like, this was not the part I thought I'd screw up. You serious?